Hello, everybody, and welcome to another flight of James Streams MSFS to zero viewers. We are going to check out one of the new aircraft that we just got in FS, the most recent MSFS update, the Pilatus PC Porter. It's going to be the cargo variant. We are going to head out to put in bay. I don't think I'm actually going to file a flight plan for this one. So here's the scenario. I am Vice President of Ohio Valley Aviations. I just got word that one of our very important mail contracts did not get delivered. We service the islands to the north of Port Clinton. That's one of our jobs, and we now have aircraft that'll service that, the Porter being one of them. I had to drive down, pre-flight the aircraft, and we're going to fly out to deliver this mail. An entire pallet was left behind. I've got the pallet loaded on my way down. Called the base. They were like, sure, boss, we can do that. Grabbed my co-pilot, Frid Barkus, and we're going to go fly. So welcome to the Pilatus PC6. The sounds you hear in the background are courtesy of FS Realistic, an amazing sound immersion mod that I have picked up. Let's turn those off. We need to get this thing fired up. So we're turn on our master, turn our avionics, secondary avionics are on. Turn our prop all the way up. Beacon is on. Let's double check our lights over here. Position light is on. Pitot heat is on. Master's on. Alright, I think we're good to start. Let's do that real quick. We are going to turn on the boost pump. Ignition is on already. Starter is on. Prop beginning to spin up. And then in this model, we just select this forward button here, and that will bring us to low idle. There's the fuel. Connected. Oh, we need to turn the fuel on. Oops. There we go. I forgot that. Still learning the aircraft. We have a good start. Booster pumps off. Starter is off. Ignition is off. We're going to do kind of like a half ATC, half non-ATC for this flight. I'm going to do some of the ATC. I do need to, since I have traffic turned on, I do need to interact a little bit with that. But primarily when it comes to like landing at the fields, I'm just going to make sure that I've got my my Unicom. It's not Unicom. I know it's not Unicom, but we're just going to make sure that that's actually turned on, and I'll make sure that I can, I'll make calls on it, but it'll just be for my own edification.
Kilo Papa Charlie Whiskey Automated Weather Observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 227 at 10.
So 227.
10. Sky condition, ceiling 13,700 feet overcast. Temperature 5C dew point.
So if we can take off to the east on like a 9-0, that would be ideal. This is what happens when you throw your vice president of operations into a brand new aircraft, basically. Be like, you need to go take this pallet somewhere. This is what happens. As a note. So I open this up to act like I'm keying my mic. And actually, we'll just say that we're departing north. Here we go.
Kilo Papa Charlie Whiskey Traffic Pilatus November 547 Tree Juliet taking off runway 27.
Turn on the rest of my lights that I need. This is also a very important step. Jump back to high idle on that. Make sure that my prop's all the way forward. Landing lights are on. We're going to double check the position of my switches just to double check. All right, we'll feed in power here. About 3/4 power. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's that crab off to the side. That's full rudder. There's nothing I can do beyond that. That's annoying. And we're flying. Oh, man, that is... I guess it was north-south. All right. Cool. Oh, man, look at that. That is a hard crosswind there. All right, well, that's going to make landing at our... Flaps up. That's going to make landing at our destination interesting, needless to say. We're headed for Put-in Bay. I didn't actually put it in this, but I can see it. It's the only one right out here, so we'll head over there. I will grab Put in Bay traffic, though, here. Put in Bay traffic, Pilatus 7-3 Juliet is 7 miles to the south. Put in Bay. So that's basically how I do my radio calls, because it's easier that way. It's probably why I'm not a pilot in real life. Here we go. All right, so let's some trim up, bring our power down a little bit, because this is a really short flight. We don't want to get too high. Man, that crosswind's kicking our butt. Let's see here. You know, they talk about up in the Shetlands, like the shortest commercial flight in the world. That was only because there's no regular traffic at Put in Bay. There's this whole cluster of very tiny airports that are, you know, just as short, if not shorter, than that particular flight. And we're climbing like a bat out of hell. See if that helps at all. No, it doesn't. All right, cool. I discovered the super secret calibration for the Alpha. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll find it. And that is fix that problem where it would want to calibrate to the left. That is just a very severe crosswind. I want to say it's like 10, 12 knots. So if I remember right, let's see here. So it's that way, so we want to land that way. Cool. So we're going to come across, we're going to do a hard brake, and then we'll do it that way. Is it the right way to do it? I don't know. Do I do any of these the right way? No. That's the joy of flying with me. Make sure our flaps are up here. Man, look at that haze out there today. This is real-time, real weather, by the way. And the real weather has been vastly improved. So this is what it looks like out here in Put in Bay right now. I like it. It's like, oh, you're streaming to 0 viewers. No, I'm streaming to myself, because that way I can be open if anyone would ever want to comment on this video. So we're going to come across and we'll do a brake for left traffic. Heck, I don't even know what the runways are at this. You can see that my trip planning is so good. But that's how we fly here at Ohio Valley Aviation, by golly. Trip planning, who's got time for that? So on a rough base, I'm going to say that we're going to land 270. Now, I've seen this done in real life. There's actually a really cool video of a commander doing this in Arizona. So I've just kind of adopted it as my I don't know what I'm doing type deal. But I'm guessing this is going to be another... Here we go. So we're going to come across. And we'll make our call. This is really super sloppy, but I don't normally fly out here. I normally fly all over the place. Very rarely do I actually fly in Ohio anymore. So here we go. Put in Bay traffic, Pilatus 7-3 Juliet, crossing midfield for left brake for left traffic, runway 27, Put in Bay. So there's our cross. Let's get some Kenny Logans going here. We're going to watch our speed. We're not going to want to have very high speed as we do this. And I think we'll give it about 10 seconds or just to this island here. Feels like it would be appropriate. And then we'll do our brake for left traffic. Going to go wide, a little bit wider than I think I should, just because. And in the immortal words of the Blue Angels, ready, hit it. And a little bit of pull. That'll bleed off our speed nicely. And we'll get due south here. Actually, I guess we're landing runway 10. My mistake. Like I said, I always get that confused. Always get that confused. I don't invert it in my brain. Cool, and flaps 1. There's the sound of our flaps. I can just see the end of that runway over there. A little bit of power in. We are taking a massive guess on what the layout of this landing is going to be, so we may have to go around. Put-in-Bay Pilatus 73 Juliet is base runway 18. Put-in-Bay. Really hear those flaps. They're doing their job. Turn in again. Put-in-Bay Pilatus 73 Juliet is final runway 18 to land. Full stop. Put-in-Bay. Oh, yep, and you can see we completely overflew it. Cool. Flaps up. Put-in-Bay traffic Pilatus 73 Juliet is going to be right downwind, runway 18. Put-in-Bay. You can see this is the type of... Try it again. Put-in-Bay traffic Pilatus 73 Juliet is crossing midfield for a left brake for left traffic. Runway 18, Put-in-Bay. Here you can just see, like I said, the fine work that we do here at Ohio Valley Aviation. This is what you can expect when you work with us. And then I'm just monitoring, trim down a little bit. I'm just monitoring basically the radio to see if there's anyone else in the area. Otherwise, I don't bother. It's too hard to try to press buttons and fly and all of that at the same time. So I just basically pretend like I actually have voice. Here we go. Put-in-Bay Pilatus 73 Juliet's going to be downwind runway 18. Put-in-Bay. Ready, hit it. And a little bit of pull. A little bit more. There we go. All right. Now we're on a good downwind. Pull the power here. We're at 120 knots. We need to get that down. We're going to go out a little bit further this time. Of course, I can't see because my window is not high enough. Pull power a little bit more. There we go. There's 100 knots and flaps 1. With the realistic, you can hear right there that sound of the flaps as they hit the airstream. Oh, I never turned off my boost pump. Let's just burn that pump out. Why not? Maintenance can fix it. There's our nose high. Counter trimming for that. Put-in-Bay traffic Pilatus 73 Juliet's base runway 18. Put-in-Bay. There we go. Looking. All right, we're going to just do... Put-in-Bay traffic Pilatus 73 Juliet is going to be final runway 18. Put-in-Bay. There we go. All right, that time that sort of kind of worked. Throttle down. We're going to go full flap. And we're going to get that nose down. It's one thing I'm working on my landing, is getting that nose down and feeling comfortable coming higher as opposed to a much shallower approach. Oh man, this is like easy compared to what it is coming into Misty's. You want about 60 knots. I'm going to trim up a little bit. There's a displaced threshold there, as you see. Got my eye on that. Picked my landing spot. I guess we're on runway 3. Who knew? Cut the power. It's gonna we're gonna land kind of long. It's gonna be kind of hard, but we're good. There we go. Full reverse into beta. Bounce all over the place. There's that beta coming in hard. Braking. Out of beta. Flaps up. Sweet. I think we landed in tack, too. Put in bay traffic, Pilatus 73 Juliet's clear of the runway, put in bay. Nice. And here we are. My approach was absolute trash. I got everything wrong for my radio calls, but we're here. And sometimes that's worth it. We're going to turn that on. There we go. Turn our lights off. Looks like our very important package has been delivered. So this is weird. I have to clear... Okay, hold on. So this is fun. I've got to pop that out of the way, close that, shut that, turn this off. See how that pops back out? And then the click for it gets in the way of the throttle click. It's super annoying. There we go. So we have shut down our engine. It's shutting down now. Lights are off. Those are off. That's good. That's off. That's off. Everything else is off. Those are both down. All right, we've landed. I'm actually going to do a few more flights. I'm not going to live stream them though. But that was just a little bit of flying here on update 7 in the Pilatus PC Porter. I'm going to wait for this. Looks like I got some other flights to do at some of the smaller islands around. If you like this content, leave a comment below. Let me know. We will maybe do some more flying. Hopefully more professional flying. We'll catch you next time.